Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the K2 Alchemist. Now if you're thinking of picking this up or anything else mentioned in this review, we do have affiliate links down in the description below for you. This board features K2's directional camber, which is a rocker in the nose with a recessed 3D, so starting in the middle of the K2 logo, it recesses down and then broadens out. So it kind of changes the flex dynamic in that rocker in the nose. And then you have camber throughout the rest of the board. So that camber is going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive, while that rocker in the nose is going to give you ease of entry, in and out of turns, as well as more optimal powder float. This board's available in 154, 157, 159 wide, 160, 163, and 164 wide. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin on a late spring day that had gotten about foot and a half, depending where you went on the mountain. And it was midday, so you had that midday powder panic going on. So it's kind of choppy and lumpy in spots if you didn't find anything that was on track. The groomers were soft and easy to set and edge. And as it was a spring powder day, that snow tends to be a little bit more heavy than what Colorado gets. I used my Rome Black Label bindings in my K2 Thraxis boots. Since the last time I rode this board, it doesn't feel as stiff, which is nice because it's just a little bit more approachable. It's still stiff, don't get me wrong, and you're gonna have more play in that nose, and then right where that rocker meets the camber, it stiffens progressively back up to the tail. The torsional flex is kind of similar to that. You get a little bit of rebound out of it when you're flexing this board. It's not so stiff that it's unapproachable, but it is a stiffer, more firmly planted in the free ride category board. I like that about it. Now, when it comes to stability, this thing is damp and smooth. At speed, straight lining, any flap you get in that nose, gone. You're not feeling it. You get into chop and chunder and you're pointing it, it just crushes through everything. You hit ice, it's crushing it. This board is so smooth underfoot. You never feel any kinetic energy coming up. It just wants to go fast and cut through everything in its path. You do not have to worry about getting bucked around with this thing unless you're being an idiot and you just don't know how to ride with your knees bent. Then you deserve it. But otherwise, this thing, very smooth, very damp, still lively though. It's not a dead turd. With the amount of camber in this board, the carbon layup, the core construction, it's aggressive. You've got to put a little effort in to get it to rebound, and when you do, it snaps. You're going to be able to send it to the moon. So if you want to put a lot in, just expect that you're going to get even more than that back out of it. This thing will launch a side hit, pop off a cornice. You do not have to worry about boosting off anything with it. All right, we're about halfway through this review. Go down, give it a thumbs up. You know you want to. Do it, I dare you. You won't, you know who you are. If you haven't subscribed already, do it over here. Click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you. Well, with the tail being so stiff, it's all gas, no brakes. You're leaning into it and you're doing high speed wheelies, and you do need to have a lot of speed to get that done. You're going slow, no, you're not doing shit, I'll be honest with you. Now that nose, for having rocker in it, when you pop a 180, you really have to leverage your weight and push into it hard, and it's gonna fight you the whole time. This is not gonna be easy. And it's gonna wanna snap out. And when it does, you're gonna pop right back up. Speed is your friend. Finding a little bit steeper terrain, once again, gonna be your friend. You need to know what you're doing with this thing to get the most out of it. If you wanna carve, this board is great for it. It's got a ton of power. When you load up that camber and push off the tail, you'll feel it slingshot you out of a turn, whether it's a short, tight, quick one, a medium, mellow one, or a deep, hard, aggressive one. It's all up to you on how much more you want to lay it over when you're coming out of that carve and transitioning into the next one. Now, the nice thing is when you're on edge, this thing is locked in, it drives hard, and it cuts through everything in its path. Holy crap, is this thing just an absolute blast for laying trenches. You can just carve until your legs fall off with this thing. Rider in mind, the hard-charging free ride guy that wants a tech story that works. All the tech in this board works in conjunction to give you an optimal ride out of this. Like what we're doing over here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. It's been a couple years since I've been on this thing, and in my opinion, the flex has been tweaked and it's more approachable. It makes it better in POW. It makes it a little more forgiving on a groomer. It's a little easier to initiate a turn, but you still get a ton of power and response from it. I like the way this thing rides. This thing was a blast. I could straight line it off King's Cornice right down through the mogul field of death, and it would just push everything out of the way. I didn't have to worry about it. Even in heavy snow, it didn't want to sink as long as I kept my speed up. This thing was an absolute blast. Like, is it gonna be for everyone? Oh, hell no. But for the people that are looking for something like this, I think they're gonna be really happy with it. And as I said, they made it more approachable with this flex pattern, and I think that really does help people. I was just having a great day on this thing for it being late season and heavy POW. Comparable boards: the Capita Black Snowboard of Death, the Libtech Ejack Knife, the Jones Howler. Binding recommendations: the K2 Program, the Union Atlas Pro, the Nitro Phantom Plus. All right, this has been my review of the K2 Alchemist. If you're not feeling it, go check out one of our other reviews because we have so many, and there's definitely a board out there for you. You know who you are.